Welcome to the Moogle Market 2021. Oh, there's a cat in my face. This is our interview with MG Glass. Say hello.
Hello. Don't mind my cat.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure most of us love cats.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a Zoom call. Oh my god, let me see your cat. I want to see your cat.
Pretty
So
sure right now a lot of people would be demanding to see the cat again.
she might appear again, maybe. So
Okay. Well, hi.
hi. That was awkward.
That
Hi.
was that wasn't awkward at all. Anyways, yes, hi. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Oh boy. Where do I begin? Let's see.
Not when you were born.
Not when I was born. I was born. I grew up. Yeah. Anyway. Now, my name is NG Glass. I am an illustrator, a writer, all around nerd. I don't know if we can say this word on air, but I'm one of the Shinra fuckers. So
It's fine.
we said the word. But my whole claim to insanity is I am basically the self-professed reverend of the Ruclo revival, which basically I just draw a lot of Rufus and Cloud being naughty and naked and picking out China patterns and whatever, and spreading the good gospel of they should be together and they're so underrated and the cat is back. But yeah, and let's see, what else am I doing? I run a Patreon? Oh no, but let's see. Let's see. I'm doing a zine. That's a thing. Let's see. I'm doing
A
a
Ruclosine.
yeah. So I'm doing a zine that is open for pre-order the day of the Moogle Market. Ha ha ha! It is Rufus and Cloud. It is called I Own You, and you should consider picking up a copy. The Etsy link will drop, I guess, in the Artist Alley thing.
Or
So
right now, whenever we air this.
whenever we air this. So I will have 25 physical copies for awesomeness, and you get totally awesome merch and swag. Let's see. What else? There will be a PDF for people who cannot buy things internationally because it's naughty and no minors, please. And yeah, let's see. Man, that's about it. Continue.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yes.
Phil words.
Yes, despite the fact that we did just drop an F bomb earlier. No children's allowed.
No children's, no children's, no
Even
children.
you and no guilting your older 18 plus friends into getting you a copy either. That's nice
Yeah,
that you want to support an artist, but you should wait. You should wait until you're older. Not even if you're like one day shy of 18, like the day of Moogle Market, you're one day shy of 18, you still can't get it. Maybe the next day if there's still some copies left, but not
maybe,
before. Maybe.
maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
But other than that, no.
Yeah, other than that, no, you're crapping a lot. I'm just saying there might be a scene with a Marlboro. Just saying.
Oh dear.
So, just saying, there is something in there with a Marlboro. I'm just saying. So,
Wait, when am I airing this? Oh yeah, apparently I'm airing this in the morning. So, good morning, Moogle Market.
good morning.
I
So,
hope you enjoyed the mental image of something with a Marlboro so early in the morning. I'm
something.
sorry, children.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, not really.
So, nah,
Oh,
not
but
really.
Cloud in a dress is your thing, and Cloud in lingerie is your thing. Yes, you will want to pick up a copy. That is your thing.
I'm pretty sure most of us are okay with Cloud in a dress, at least okay. And I'm pretty sure a good majority are more than okay with Cloud in a dress.
Cloud is always in a dress. I've never drawn him in pants ever,
Pants
ever
are
in the
overrated, anyways. It's fine.
yeah. Pants are tools of the oppressor. So yeah,
Yeah. I don't think I've ever worn pants myself.
right. I mean, it's like it's pandemic. Yoga pants is the way to go.
Yeah, true. Or a kilt.
You
Kilts are good.
kilts, PJs, underwear, shorts,
Bathrobes. Who
bathrobes.
needs the rest of your clothes when you just got a good bathrobe? Just gotta make sure it doesn't suddenly flap open.
I mean, I actually bought one of those. My mother bought me one of those oversized hoodie things recently. Have you seen those online? The Facebook
The
ads?
Oodies, I think? Something like
Yeah,
that?
this is like a different brand, but I'm telling you, like, it is the best thing ever. It is the best. It's like so comforting and warm and cozy, and yeah, you
Well,
need.
I mean, yeah, sure, in about 4 months. Not right now, though. I think like the West Coast is on fire.
Oh, that is true. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Florida.
Well,
So
at least you're only just hot and not on fire, so that ain't so bad.
hot and humid and hurricanes and yeah,
But at least you're not on fire.
that's true. This is fair. Fair.
That isn't.
Accurate.
Anyways,
Anyway,
moving on from potentially scarring everyone. What got you into art in the first place?
let's see. I was always into art since I was a kid. Anyway, no, we're gonna skip that part. No, but there is actually a funny ass story of me being into art as a kid. It was my mother would always tell me to go do something constructive, and me as like a wee like 3 4 year old thought that meant to build something. So basically, I was like cutting up egg cartons and Barbie doll dresses, whatever, and things, and making stuff out of that and whatever. So that's kind of how it all began. But as I grew older, I kind of stuck with art. It was just a thing. It was, it was just, I like drawing. I liked creating characters. I like doing that stuff. I went to school to do comics and was promptly cured about how complicated and how much work that is. And no, 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 no. But people who do comics have my utmost respect because that's some hard freaking work. That's a lot of work and hard work. And so basically, I just fell into illustrating, and I was looking for a job actually in the illustrating industry, book covers, things of that, promotional items, things of that nature. And I do commissions for gay romance authors who do give away swag for cons and whatever. And basically, the pandemic happened, and everyone went into a hiring freeze, and it was like, well, shit. And now that the pandemic is over, by the way, kids, no, it's not. Stay inside. But now the pandemic is over, all the studio work is going back to in house. And it's like, really? Are you
Yep.
really? So, yeah, but I basically draw money for fun, draw naked people for fun, draw naked people for money. But it's basically keeps me busy, I guess. It's therapy for me too, to kind of just get stuff out of my head and everything. And yeah, yeah, that good? That
Yeah,
work?
that works. I
That
mean,
work?
yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of people out there who definitely does art as a form of therapy. Like,
Yeah. And it's kind of like, I'm having a bad day, so I'm going to take 20 minutes and like doodle cloud in a dress.
I
Because that's
mean,
what I do,
it's fine.
you know.
There needs to be more
Or
of that.
or it's one things is I actually found out when I was wee baby in college so many years ago. And it was basically if I was having like a super shitty day, like if anything was terrible, nothing was right, everything was awful, I was burning out, I would always draw characters laughing or like doing something domestic or something cute and fluffy, and doing them laughing actually, or doing something cute and fluffy actually made me feel better. So it was kind of a weird little trick in a way I learned. And a lot of things right now is I'm doing a bunch of zine work. I'm in the Crisis Core scrapbook zine, which you should totally pick up when it comes out. It's crazy. I'm also doing the skate Adam. God, what is it called? I know it's a skate zine. Oh, it is Dirt. It is a day in the life of Enosuke Shindo. It is basically about Adam outside of his persona. But yeah, so I'm in those, and so I'm keeping busy with those and deadlines and things and crumbling. And my phone is currently going off with people going, "Where's my shit?" I'm like, maybe I'll get it to you. So yeah.
The eternal
So
struggles of an artist.
these are struggles. These are struggles. And it's kind of like when me doing my own zine on top of doing these and this and that and the other thing. And I'm like, I I got it. I have this all under control. I got it.
Meanwhile,
And
internally screaming.
yeah, it's like I saw a thing on Twitter this morning where it was something like, we should replace the word with "you're busy" for "I'm overwhelmed." And I was like,
Yeah, seems valid.
I'm in this photo and I don't like it. So, yeah. Anyway,
Yes, indeed. Well,
yeah.
speaking of stressful topics, that's well, what's your favorite Final Fantasy?
Like, speaking of stressful topics, let's talk things.
Let's talk about the big bomb.
The big bomb. Let's see. Of course, I'm a nerd for Seven. I love Seven.
Mm-hmm.
Seven was my first fandom as a wee baby 19-year-old, whereas everyone I know played it when they were like 7. And I'm like, I'm very vastly older than you. Oh,
It's
but
okay.
yeah, I'm actually one of those people that I'm the peanut gallery when people play video games. Like, I can't play myself. I get impatient or I'm butterfingers with the controller or whatever kind of thing. So I would watch my brother play when we were kids, like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
So he played 7, and I was the peanut gallery to it. And essentially, it was my first fandom kind of thing back then. But when fandom was a thing, it was my first fandom, and I totally confess I was into Vincent and Sephiroth, like doing nasty things together.
Yeah.
Now, like current days, I realize that's probably problematic.
Probably, but
Probably, maybe, but whatever. Now it's like when Remake came out, it was like the ultimate haymaker to my nostalgia. It was one of those things of like, even fans were like, believe in this thing will happen, and by the willpower of the fans, it came true. And the funny thing is, 7 originally, the first one,
Mm-hmm.
OG, I hated Cloud. He was so boring. He had the personality of a turnip. He was made for player insertion, so he
Yeah.
didn't really have a lot going on upstairs. Whereas in Remake, he's fleshed out. He has opinions. He's snarky. He's afraid people are going to figure out he's a fraud. If you listen to the townspeople around him,
Yeah.
like talking about him, and he freaks out about it. It's kind of crazy, but he and also he makes terrible dad jokes. It's kind of great.
He also tries to swear, but it's like a little kid swearing, and it's adorable.
It's so funny because when you're playing the game and early on, like, he needs everyone's seventh heaven, and he says like bullshit at one point or shit at one point, and ears are burning. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but when Aerith says shit, my ears are burning. Like, oh, like, oh my god. But no, but the thing is, he basically grew on me, and now he's a soft babe that I must protect and everything. And and as I'm going through it, and Remake, we could admit, like, everyone's fucking horny for Cloud. Like,
Yeah, the thirst is real.
everyone, and you get to Rufus and everything, who only appears for 20 minutes and basically has to rely on you knowing who this dude is from OG, whereas a lot of new fans who weren't alive when OG was around, like, who the fuck is this? But I'm watching it, I'm like, yes, Cloud, meet your future husband. Yes, that's him.
They really did a great job on his model remake. I was a little iffy about what he was wearing around his waist, but his new model is just great.
His face is great. His Hot Topic pants have got to go.
Yeah. Also, the netting. What is that?
Strappy stuff. What? No, the thing was is they released his model sheet. The actual drawing of him and the way it's shaped and whatever. And the design was, they laid out the straps on his pants, and like they laid out like a diagram of it. And the thing is, someone had pointed out that it's like the roadways of Midgar, and I got mad because I couldn't unsee it. I was just like, damn it, I'm mad. I'm mad. So yeah. But yeah, and they made him a blonde. What's up with that?
I'm a little sad that he's no longer strawberry like he used to be.
Yeah, his name means red haired. Why? Yeah. Why is he? Yeah, and there's so many. Go on, you first.
Oh no, it's fine. I was just gonna mention, like, if you had to call him blonde, at least call him strawberry blonde.
Right? And the thing is like, he's like platinum blonde, and then you have Sephiroth who's silver, and then you have like Cloud who's like really really super blonde this time. So it's like it loses effect. It loses it. And the funny thing is, in my zine, it's kind of like a mixture of like me pushing the Ginger Rufus agenda with him being blonde, like mixed together. Mm-hmm. And when I would do art of it and post it online, people would think it's Reno.
Oh dear.
And I'm like, not Reno, babies. It's not Reno, even though I'm trash for Cloud and Reno. I'm just saying, I'm trash for that. I'm trash. So, but no, 7 is like my thing. It's my thing, and it's been okay. So here's the deal. So basically, 7 came out. The remake came out, and it came out a day before my birthday on April 10th. My birthday's the 11th. Cool, yeah. Cool. Birthday present for me. Cool. The thing is, of course, the pandemic was going on at the time, and essentially, that pandemic hyperfixation is real. So I started drawing, Cloud and the cast and the crew, and I basically settled on drawing Cloud forever. And ever. So that pandemic hyperfixation is a thing, and it basically brought me comfort when everything was shit. And nothing was good, nothing was right, but basically there was Cloud in the dress. And what had happened was with that was a friend of mine, my charming best friend that I've known for half my life. It was, she had dared me to do a piece that reinterpreted the Rufus Cloud rooftop fight as the Argentine tango.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, it was a dare. It was legit a dare. And so I started the piece, and I struggled with it a lot because nothing was working and nothing was right, and it took me months to get through it, kind of thing. And the thing was, it was like as I was working on it, like basically like the ship started forming in my head of how it would work and how it would all click together, and the mental acrobatics it took to make it work and everything. And by the time I finished the piece, I'm like, shit, here now. I'm here. There's no save yourself. I'm in too deep. And the thing is, a friend of mine that I made through this Brew Club art was, she was like the one person who liked the piece, like the pieces I would do. And like just one person. And so basically like, okay, so there's like someone who's into this. That's like this crazy person like me. So I keep doing pieces for them, kind of like, and like, as soon as I posted it, they would like it. So I'm like, cool, okay. Well, we end up started talking and everything, and she's like, oh my god, I've been looking for this content everywhere, and I love it, and I love that you do it. And I'm like, I don't even know what this shit is called. So we end up calling it Ruklo. We end up naming it on the spot. However, little did we know that in Japan it's called Rukura or Lukula. So it was kind of like this weird hive-mindy moment, but apparently, and the thing is, in Japan and overseas, it's immensely popular. I don't speak Japanese, so I'm like, oh my god, please come to me, I love you. And as far as I know, for the last year and a half, I'm the only US-based artist that does it. So, and it's just all I do. I realize I should probably move on to something else, but too late.
It's too late. You've joined the cult.
It's too late.
They own your soul now.
Yeah, it owns me. And of course, it's like when I find other people into it, it's like finding a unicorn in the wild kind of thing, where basically these people are almost like in the closet about it. They're like, I don't want you to know, but I'm really into this, and I'm the only one that likes it, and do you know anyone else? And I'm like, hey, I have all the goods. So yeah,
you really do. I've seen it.
I really do. Yeah, it's a lot. It's like 112 pieces.
Yeah.
So it's 112 pieces. So basically, it busts out to, I've been doing a piece every 3-point-something days or whatever, sketches and yada 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 and whatever. And the zine is actually 90 pages. I actually had to cut stuff out.
Really?
Because the cost to produce was becoming so high. And the thing is, I'm already taking pre-orders on my Patreon. And I've already quoted them a price. And I have the numbers of cost produced per profit. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it made more pages and made it longer and included everything. It's like, I'm not making a dime from this. books. So yeah, but it's gonna be a hefty tome and kind of wild. So,
Well,
so
I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to it.
I hope.
I know I will. Somewhere down the
Yeah.
line. Shh. Don't let people know of my obsession.
Tell no one. Tell no one. Well, it's so funny because you're like, thank God you're doing this. I'm like, oh, my people, my people.
Well, you're
So
definitely going
yeah.
to find more of your people, hopefully, through this. In which case, I'm very sorry, but also at the same time, not sorry at all.
Hey, hopefully, cross the
Hopefully,
fingers.
right? Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Anyhow, continue.
Well, here's
It's-
a slightly less loaded question.
okay.
What do you like about Final Fantasy in general?
In general,
Yeah, is there like one
it's
thing
kind
you like? Like, I don't know, magic system, the
when
story?
overall, I mean, as a series, as like a creation itself, I kind of love these elaborate worlds and how you sink into them and how you just immerse yourself in the mythology and how almost like Final Fantasy, like they all have the same concept. Like there's summons, there's this, there's that, but each installment reinvents how they're done. Final Fantasy 7 had materia, and then like 10 had aeons, I think. And then it was like in 8, you had a junction, your summons to your weapons, and then on and on and on. Or like something like 14, is that the one that's online or whatever?
Yes, it
Whatever that
is.
one is. 14, and how it is Shiva is called Lady Ironheart. Like she's an actual character.
Yeah.
It's something. It's in one of the installments, but I might be mixing. I don't play 14. I don't know. I just know there's bunny boys and cat boys.
Yep.
That's all.
I think the Bunny Boys are more recent, though.
Bunny boys are recent, so yeah. But yeah, it's just how it reinvents itself over and over and over again. And it's kind of interesting because 7 at the time was so different because it was more of a sci-fi world, whereas everything else up until that point had been like high fantasy kind of stuff.
It was quite the transition.
Yeah, it was quite the transition. It was new and different. And then 8 did that thing where basically they're college kids, which kind of stayed on theme.
Well,
But
worse, high school kids.
yeah, and Squall. But anyway, and it had that trend of naming characters after weather patterns. I was like,
Yep.
oh god.
And they kept it up for a good couple of games.
Just no. But and then 9 went back to the high fantasy chibi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the outlier. I did not like 9. I did not like it. It just didn't appeal. Nothing about it appealed. So, but no, I will say 10. The world building in 10 was ridiculous. It was like the most fleshed out world. Like you could go and live there and the different cultures and the different languages, and they just had it all firing on all cylinders. It was just like this whole water worldy setting. It was great. It was wonderful. But I think about 10 fondly, of course, Orin, right? But yeah, and Lulu with her impossible dress with the belts. Just how does it work? I don't know.
Some cosplayers have managed it somehow, so it's not that impossible.
Somehow, I think like a hoop skirt kind of skeleton setting, and then weave the belts on. And I had a friend, my best friend, actually cosplayed Lulu way back in the day, so it's kind of it's kind of fun. But no, but it's the immersion and also the fans that come up from it, and the fandom theories, and like people who ship things and whatever. My personal thing is I love the people who ship into rare pairs, like because they don't really have any friends that are into that thing. Like they might be into like the main things or whatever, but they're not like into what they like. So they're kind of like they're an army of one essentially, and it's like I love people telling me their headcanons about their rare pairs, about their various things, because even if it may not be my thing, but their take on it gets me so excited about their thing. Or it's like I have reviews about how Rufus and Cloud work together. Like I have my own headcanon about that. That's my thing. But hearing other people's perspectives on how they work in their head is like, that's interesting. I love it because hearing them be excited about this thing they love gets me excited. The new thing that I can't get enough of right now is someone on Twitter, C Bullets, I think their name is on Twitter, like has a Elena and Rufus hanging out in Wall Market AU thing, and it's like Rufus is this total like trashy, like they're living in a flat in the slums and he eats chicken nuggets and whatever, and he's just this total non-binary asshole. That's kind of great, but I love it. I love it. I love it. So, and Elena pushes him around. It's great. So yeah. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So I know. Talk for 30 minutes.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
We gotta fill 30 minutes.
We gotta fill 30 minutes. Well, I think we're fine though. Don't worry about it.
We're good.
Meanwhile, our audience, what are they talking about?
I don't know. Mommy, is that you? Come pick me up.
Don't mind the old people talking.
I know. Well, have you seen that meme or that fan art of like Sora from Kingdom Hearts? Like, and he's on his gummy phone. He's like, "Mom, can you come pick me up?" They're saying.
Oh yeah. Well, enough of the past.
Okay.
So we've been talking about like Final Fantasies that have already been.
Yes.
Mainly about 7, because why not?
Why not?
So what do you hope for the future of Final Fantasy? Like games, spin-offs, anime, any particular subject that involves Final Fantasy, even crossovers for the heck of it.
There was a mention of like a Final Fantasy anime on Netflix or whatever. Something, somewhere, and that's kind of like, no. Don't do this. Don't go down that path. Because I mean, like, they had the movie Spirits Within, which is terrible. Is awful. And I watched, confession time. I watched Advent Children for the 3rd time ever, like a couple weeks ago, like, kind of thing. And I'm like, wow, this is weird.
There was an actual anime over a decade ago. It was called Final Fantasy Unlimited. It had a character that was basically based off of Vincent. It's not Vincent, but you can tell they based it off of him. And one of the other characters is a giant sword-wielding, spiky-haired guy, and his name is Kumo. Yeah. Shiroi Kumo. So we all know he's based off of Cloud. And it was quite an interesting anime to watch.
Oh my god, there was one, I had never heard of it. It was called Last Order, and apparently it was the ending of Crisis Core or the Nibelheim something.
It was basically the moment when Zack basically dies. As if we need to see that scene for like another time.
Spoiler alert!
Oh no. If we're talking about Last Order, we should all know what it is. Ish.
Hey, by the way, should I say the 25-year-old spoiler by the power of the internet that everyone should know, including the people that were not born yet? The Thing?
Which one?
The Thing?
I mean...
The Thing.
You mean the thing that everyone has memed the heck out of for the last 20-something years? The one with many different memes? To the point where now we're gonna see her whack you-know-who with a metal chair instead.
Right. I don't know. Some people are like, no, there were YouTubers, like YouTubers that talked about it. When Remake came out, they're like, is this gonna happen? Because Zack's alive, right? Spoiler alert, Zack's alive. Anyway, but no, they're like, well, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do with this? And of course, all these like kids are like, oh my god. I'm like, how dare you? I'm like, dude, you have 25 years to find out.
Yeah. And the thing is, these games were always available on the PSP and on PlayStation 3. and the PS2 was backwards
Yeah.
compatible with PS1 games. So honestly, the only reason I would say no one would have touched it is because money issues, but uh, not that I condone
You can
this, but some of them can get it via emulation. So not
you
that I
can even
condone
play it
this.
on iPad.
Yep, I
Yeah.
actually have seen it on. Actually, now you can even play it on the Switch. Now that I think about it, I actually have it
Yeah.
on the Switch right
And
now.
then there's this and then there's this Ever Crisis thing coming out, which is like everything. Like it's on a phone mobile game. I was actually in the beta for First Soldier, and
Oh, nice.
it was kind of fun. I don't do battle royale games. Like I said, I'm terrible at playing stuff, and it's a mobile game. So I'm like, oh my god, how does this work? And for me, that like doesn't play those games at all because they're so stressful, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. Actually, so when it comes out again, I will probably get it. And I don't know. It's like the whole PvP thing. I thought I wouldn't be into that, but it's pretty. I mean, Overwatch is a no.
Yeah.
Overwatch is a hard pass. But no, it's kind of fun. So
Well, there is
yeah,
a satisfaction in being, I guess, because I have not actually looked at the details for First Soldier, but there's probably some satisfaction in being part of Soldier and being the crud out of other people.
it's kind of like plot. What's plot? Some plot. Yeah, and of course
Some
everyone
plot.
was like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be a Sephiroth game," and it was not.
Yeah. Well, hey,
It
you get
it was
customization? Question mark.
you get to like wear a chocobo hoodie.
Well, I'm
So
assuming when the game comes out, they'll have way more customization available, much in the same manner that
yeah,
most multiplayer games would have these days. It's all about customization. Now people can make their
yeah,
OC
it's
soldiers,
right. Yeah, there's gonna be so
right?
many people coming that chocobo hoodie. So many. There's
Oh
people
yeah.
already doing 3D models of the mechanic class. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of so yeah. Anyhow,
Anyhow, final question of the interview. I'm kind of afraid to ask this, but I'm gonna ask it
oh no,
anyways. Anything you're
here we go.
working on right now that you really want to talk about?
Hey, go for your order my zine. It's great. So yeah, no. Let's see what I'm working on right now. Zine. So basically, I pre-order now is for I Own You. It is the Rufo zine. It's going to be awesome. Rufus and Cloud doing naughty stuff or domestic stuff or both. And Cloud and lingerie, Cloud and dresses, if that's your thing. That should be your thing. That should be everybody's thing. Let's see. There is art. There's thick. There's sketches, there is finished pieces, there is merch, there's swag. I gotta try and do this off the top of my head. Let's see, there are currently 2 bundles up for grabs, and the bundles include a hand drawn sketch by Les Moi. Let's see, acrylic charm, 2 prints, sticker, stuff. Let's see, there is the non bundles are zine, which include acrylic charm, prints, sticker, and something else I can't remember. There's a PDF in case you cannot have pornographic material sent to your country. The PDF will also include digital merch. Oh yes, the zine and the bundle also include the PDF, which is what I was forgetting. But and digital merch and awesome stuff. Pre-orders are up. The idea was it was going to be complete by October. I kind of have no idea how it's going to go right now, but we'll find out. So things are worth waiting for, hopefully. So
Well, considering that you had to cut some stuff out means that I think it's going okay.
yeah, I think it's going okay. I think it's actually going to have like 22 new pieces in it. So like new exclusive zines. So it's kind of like, oh my god. And see, I have a Patreon, so it's kind of like, hey guys, I'm gonna be doing this for a while. Hope you like support. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, considering COVID is currently visiting my household, so that's why things might get pushed back because I might test positive. So we'll see. I mean, we're all vaccinated. Yay. So, but yeah, my COVID patient was currently calling for me over there. Hi,
Yeah, right.
mom. Hi, mom. Please go sit down. Yeah, yeah.
Well, here's hoping that your mom recovers, if she
She'll be
has
fine.
contracted anything more serious than what it is right now, like more symptoms.
She Yeah, she feels like she has a head cold. So, she's vaccinated. This is her second time having COVID. We all caught it in January. My brother basically brought it over for New Year's vacation. Thanks, brother.
Happy New
But
Year, I guess.
Happy New Year. He got diagnosed on New Year's Day. I got diagnosed on January 5th. Fantastic.
Oh,
But so she had it in January. She got the antibody treatment. Antibody treatment? Yeah, she got that. Got better. She wasn't very serious. Apparently, antibody treatment keeps you from getting too serious. Right now, she feels like she's vaccinated now. She feels like she has a head cold, so everything's
which
good to
is
go.
not too bad considering some of the symptoms can be pretty awful.
Right. Yeah. Considering it's a Delta variant, so yeah.
Maybe it'll pass quickly as fast as it was contracted, hopefully.
Maybe pass quickly, maybe because when I had it, I was sick for a month, and I'm a COVID long hauler now.
Oh dear.
So hence the zine may take a bit. So
I'm sure there'll be plenty of people who'll be happy to wait for it.
yeah, and considering there's people texting me right now about the zines I'm in, of like, okay, what can we do to lighten your workload? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm like kind of like, hey guys, I got a problem. So
Well, uh,
yeah,
well, well, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming here and doing this interview. I wish you and your family good health and
hey,
good luck.
good luck. Yeah. So anyway,
Anyways,
Godspeed.